All right, friends. So Neo, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, aka the Hatfish King, exactly. Him and his beret was out performing yesterday in Japan and then snatched a man clean up out of his body for jumping on stage with him. We gonna watch the video because it's funny, child. Then we got a sneak peek as well of Pinky Cole and Drew Sedora exchanging words. Drew is problematic. I've said this, but y'all hated Portia so much. Portia was the problem. Drew is the problem. Exactly. So we're gonna talk about that. We don't know how that all went down. What else happened? We're gonna talk about Heart and Hustle. We're gonna talk about Jason Egghead ass. Yo, incredible edible egghead ass was out here stealing that girl money. Elena was crying money tears. That wasn't cheating. Them wasn't cheating tears. That was money tears. You took that girl damn money. No wonder she kicked you out of the business. Girl, I guess we're going to talk about the Heart and Hustle season finale. Cardi B, Akbar, Nicki Minaj, just a few things. But first, we're going to talk about Blueface real quick. So get you a little cocktail. Make sure you subscribe. Like the video. I'm trying to get to 20,000 before my birthday. Help your sister out. Exactly. Anyway, child. So we all know that Blueface been in jail. Krishan been out here roaming the streets in the same clothes. But I digress. Exactly. So anyway, Blueface dropped some jail photos, girl. And y'all know I usually don't talk about his little problematic ass, but this was too funny. Bye. So Blueface dropped some prison photos. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Is Blueface captioned this, free me or keep me? First of all, baby, you need to be asking a judge that question, or your probation officer, or I don't know, or animal control. Because he looked like something coming clean up out the wilderness, child. Anyway, so I guess he's getting his little twisties redone or something right here, girl. But I don't know what happened to this man's face and all these jigsaw puzzle pieces he then got tattooed on his face, which I think Blueface used to be cute. He was problematic and ignorant as hell. I would have never talked to him, but I could tell he had that fire because he had the girls in the chokehold. Literally and figuratively, if I'm being honest. But he was never an ugly looking guy. Chiseled chin, nice features for the most part. Baby, but look at this shit. I don't know who put these twisties, these childish ass twisties on top of his head. Like I said, this man got a whole bunch of jigsaw puzzle pieces. It's giving he opened up that 200-piece puzzle set and then just outlined it on his face. I don't know. Maybe he got bored, child. He looked like he got buffed, though. I don't know. Girl, and here's another one. I don't know. Are these Gucci shoes? Girl, I don't know. But Blueface is asking the people if they should free him or keep him. I actually thought they said he was getting out in July or something like that. So I thought this man was supposed to come home a long time ago. Maybe he's still in there for bad behavior, but he looks scary. His face looks scary. I don't know. I don't know. What I will say is when he come out, I hope he's rehabilitated. I hope he goes the gunner route and not the thug route. Exactly. I don't know, child. Somebody said Gunner was the only one who came out of jail looking fine. Exactly. You know what? It's a lot of rappers. It's a lot of nice looking rappers in jail, though. Fetty Wap in jail, and all eyes aside, you know, I think Fetty Wap is cute. Pooh Shiesty, the guy who sing Get It Back in Blood, he's fine as hell, and he in jail. Fujiano, he's in jail. I used to love Fujiano. I don't know. Free some of these fine men, unless they get out and they plus size like YFN Lucci. And I like YFN Lucci, baby, but he didn't got too rotund for me. And ain't it funny? Why was YFN Lucci on the streamer's podcast the other day, and he gonna tell her she needs to get some titties. She needs to get breast augmentation because she was flat chested. I said, "Who the fuck is you?" This is why a lot of girls don't like short. It's always the short ones and the fat ones that be talking about you, talking about women and dogging women out. The audacity of your big plus size ass to tell this girl that she needs to get her breast done. Girl, I guess. All while looking like a Pillsbury Doughboy. Girl, I guess. Anyway, so speaking of audacity, child, let's get into this clip of Drew ass. No, let's get into Neyo, child, because there's some audacity for your ass. Baby, so yesterday, Neyo was performing. I didn't even know Neyo still be performing. So this was last night, Saturday, September the 27th. Neyo was performing at Gillian Arena in Kobe, Japan. Is it Kobe, like Kobe beef? I think so. Or is it Kobe? Like Kobe Bryant, may he rest in peace. Anyway, so he was performing in Kobe, and this guy runs up on stage. Look at him, boom, jamming. He got up there jamming. Then he had his hands out. To me, that was the funniest part. After he got up on stage, he was like, yeah, y'all like this shit, don't you? Girl, and then Neyo proceeds to just yank him. Bam. I like the yank with the push. Like, get your ass out this kitchen while I'm cooking. Now some grease pop on your ass. That's what it was giving. Get your ass out this kitchen while I'm cooking. Look at it one more time. Neyo dancing and shit, and he just get pissed off. Like, get your ass. I didn't know Neyo had it in him. I ain't even gonna lie. Because Neyo never gave me manly man vibes. He got that hat on. Look at him. He get pissed off. Man, get your ass off. I don't know. Neyo do hang out with Trey Songz. And we all know how Trey Songz get down with his aggressive ass. If 50 Cent say that Trey Songz can't be around women, don't put Trey Songz around no women, child. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these aggressive R&B boys from Trey Songz to Neyo to R. Kelly. I don't know, baby. I don't know. Anyway, but the man was wrong. That man is trying to perform. Why did you run your Tangalon ass up on this stage and interrupt this man two-step? He got a whole thing that he doing with his dancers. And then here come your ass in a white t-shirt. I didn't even know it was that many black people in Japan. I don't know. We got military. No, my auntie and uncle were military. I think they were in Japan before. Anyway, the moral of the story is, Neyo, I hope you don't sue your ass for assault. Where was security at? Where is security? Y'all pay security all of this money. You mean to tell me it wasn't no big husky security dude available to escort that man off stage? Girl, I guess all I know is if I'm that man, I'm finna get a lawyer and I'm finna sue Neyo. I'm finna sue you for every hat you got. I want the fitted hat. I want the cowboy hat. I want the little beret Kango hats that he used to wear. Bandanas. I want everything you got concealing that big ass turtle head of yours. Anyway, let's stop talking about people, y'all. It's Sunday. Let's talk about this Pinky and Drew Sedora clip. Now, we know for the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's been a lot of chatter. Cynthia been telling us about how she was activated in Dallas. K.Michelle tweeting somebody that pissed her off too. We don't know what the tea is with that. But we do know that Drew Sedora is back, and her and Angela Oakley, the two Taurus Chicago sisters, they doing their thing. We also have Pinky Cole. Pinky Cole is the owner of Slutty Vegan Restaurants, and her husband owns something cheesesteaks. I don't know why I don't ever remember this. I'm sorry, y'all. The moral of the story is her husband owns a restaurant chain as well, and they're a young balling ass couple. So shout out to Pinky Cole. I'm excited. I've never followed her on Instagram and stuff, so I don't know anything about Pinky Cole. But the Bravo Shade Room posted this clip. Okay, so this is the clip they were allegedly filming, and it's given this is a Pinky Cole's event because it's you see her banner and it says Blueprint Empire. Maybe she has a class or something. So you see the cameras are rolling. Pinky is talking to Drew intently. I kind of like Drew's outfit. I can't really see it all. Let's see. And then there's no sound to this video. But it looks like from the comments that I read, she's saying, I brought it to you. Here, I know she's saying, I brought it to you. When she like, I brought it to you. So I wonder, is it some tea or rumors about Drew? And Pinky is saying, I brought it to you. Like, no, bitch, I wasn't talking behind your back. I brought this tea to you. I brought it to your face. But it's giving Drew Sedora. Are you confronting Pinky Cole at her event? I don't care what y'all say. Drew be looking for a moment. Drew is always looking for a moment. And it's giving, she's trying to have a moment here with Pinky Cole. Y'all can say what y'all want, but I think Drew is problematic. No, okay, so somebody else in the comments is saying, I did hear you say it. I watched you. Okay, so a lot of people in the comments, so maybe she didn't say I brought it to you. She said, I heard you say it. I did. I was watching you. I did hear you. I did hear you say it. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so lip readers in the comments, can you tell me if y'all think she said, I brought it to you, or I did hear you say it, I'm watching you? Tell me what the what the synopsis is. And why would Pinky Cole and Drew Sedora be getting into it? I'm assuming it got something to do with some gossip and some tea, and Drew is looking for a moment. I will say that Drew Hurt was cute. I mean, I'll get that to you, Drew. I don't know what else you want me to say. I guess, child. So anyway, let's talk about Hard and Hustle real quick. Let's talk about Hard and Hustle, and then later we'll talk about the Nicki Minaj girls beefing or whatever. So tell me what y'all thought about the Hard and Hustle finale. The season and the finale as a whole, I would still give it an 8. I would give it an 8. I feel like this was an introductory season. An introduction kind of. So I feel like we're gonna get more into the meat and potatoes and the dynamics of their relationship probably next season. This season, I think they did a really good job of introducing us to all of the girlies. We know Chloe, we know her issues with her son, her new young man, her heartbreak. We know Elena and her marriage problems. I don't think we learned enough about Munera. I would like to know more about Munera. Labrina, I think we know a lot about her. RHOA, some about the tone and the way the people talk about RHOA is giving like RHOA is the project of the group or something, which is crazy because RHOA is my favorite from the group. She just seems fun, full of life. She seems like a hustler. And I mean, if I had to choose a good Judy, it'll be between Chloe or RHOA, like somebody to just hang out with and kick it. Anyway, so the finale was pretty good. The girlies went on a trip. They talked some things out. At the beginning of the episode, though, this was the major thing. We finally, girl, let me take a sip before we start talking. We finally figured out what the hell Jason, incredible edible egghead ass, did. And looking at him doing therapy, I want to rewind to episode 1. Chloe, I apologize for talking shit because he ain't fine. He ain't fine. Elena fine. Girl, I guess, child. So we finally found out what Jason did. Mind you, remember we was half and half. We didn't know whether Jason cheated, had a baby on the way. We didn't know if he was like Cam from Ready to Love. You know what I'm saying? So we found out that this man used all of her money in investing in stocks and all of this stuff. And I kind of figured that when she told us on episode 1 that she was building a whole new lash lounge and it was just going to be her, and she basically cut him out of the business. And she kind of she kind of prefaced it by saying, oh, you know, we do different things and we're different people. No, he stole your fucking money. So now you have to split up your assets, which is crazy. I'm not sure if I would want to be in a marriage with somebody that I didn't trust. Me and my ex-husband used to have a joint account and we both had our separate accounts. Mind you, one of the reasons I got divorced because I found a whole bunch of other money in his account. And he had me living life on the budget. I'm living on the budget, and you got all this money on, girl. I was pissed. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So we find out that Elena went to make a purchase, I guess like a large purchase, and found out that the money was gone. So this man didn't tell her, and that's like a big thing for me. It wouldn't even be about the money, which with my ex-husband, it's never about the money. It's the trust. I cannot trust you. Had she never went and did that, how long would it have taken for you to tell her that we ain't got no money, or you didn't ran through all of the money that don't belong to you? And that's how you know you knowingly did something that was wrong and deceitful and underhanded, because if you thought it was on the up and up, you would have just been honest with me and told me. And now you sitting here looking like a coward and don't want to go to therapy. And his attitude about fixing it is crazy. You didn't spend up all of my money and you sitting here acting like I don't necessarily got to go to therapy. I'm sorry, y'all. While I'm talking about it's pissing me off, because I would have beat his ass. She a good one for letting you stay in the house, because I would have filed for a separation and got your ass up out my house. I'm sorry. Because he may be good with the business, but it doesn't seem like you're good in business, because you lost all of the money with your investments. So it's giving you don't have a good business sense. Child, Elena said she had to sell her home. She had to sell her home. So leave it up to you, Jason. I would have been homeless. She had to sell her home. She said she had to build up her savings. It's giving you sleeping with the enemy, girl. You trying to build your life up and he's tearing it down. And he mentioned that he wanted to be more valuable. His whole conversation gave me he was jealous. He was jealous that Elena was successful. They grew up together. They started building together, and Elena was the most successful partner. Not to mention, she's taller than you and she's beautiful. It's giving you are intimidated by your partner. And men that are jealous of you are very dangerous. Very dangerous. Because you, all the time, Elena loving on him, trying to build him up, and he in secret competition with you. He trying to make a whole bunch of money to prove himself worthy of you, because he don't think he's good enough. That's a self-esteem issue separate from her. He needs to be with a lesser type of girl. It's giving Martell Hope and him being with Melody versus him being with Ariana Curry. He feels like he's smarter, got more shit going on, and he is the star of that relationship. So everything he do, she's gonna admire, she's gonna appreciate, and he's gonna lift her up. And it's given, Jason probably felt like that with Elena. She was the star of the relationship. She's the brains. She's the beauty. I mean, the whole business was based around her skill set as a makeup artist. So even if you help her build her brand, it's still obviously Elena's baby. Her mama helped her start her business in the house. That's what Elena just told us. And I'm glad Elena did that. I'm glad Elena said that on national TV. That was smart thinking, poo-poo. Because and she filed for divorce. Did I pull up the divorce document? I pull up the divorce doc. I had a screenshot of it. Anyway, Elena filed for divorce earlier in September. So when she goes through her divorce, because this man has been integral or, a part, an asset to her business, kind of like with the Clarissa and Papoose stuff, I'm glad Elena has it on television that before I was with this man, before this marriage, and before I was with this man, I had my business as a makeup artist. I actually told the story about how my mom helped me start my business out the house. So he won't try to get half of her brand. Ugh. Girl, and his cavalier attitude, he sounded apologetic during therapy, but in general, not wanting to go and not, he should have been down on his knees begging you, please, after he done lost all of this money. I think she said it was over $100,000. Baby, I'll slap a nigga for worse. I'll slap you for $100. 100,000? Wow. Girl, I guess Elena done had a lot of patience. because I would have drugged him for filth. But that's probably, why we different people. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about it. If y'all was Elena, would y'all divorce him? Or do y'all feel like, hey, it's just money. It's not like cheating? Because a lot of people feel like that. A lot of people talk shit to me when I broke up with my ex because he never cheated on me, not that I know of, or did anything, disrespectful or whatever. But I feel like if you will lie to me for a very long time about something as important as finances, I could never trust you. Just imagine all of those days he laid in the bed next to her and knew that he lost over $100,000 worth of her money. And they might lose their house or something. Girl, no, I would never trust him again. If I can't trust you as a business partner, you think I'm going to trust you to lay in a bed next to you? What else you lying and hiding? To me, with the Elena situation, that would have been the biggest thing for me. Not the fact that you lost all of these money with the stocks, because we can always make more money if we both hustlers. We can both make more money. It's the fact that you lied and you never told me. You never told me. You had me walking around here looking green and crazy. Oof, I would have been done. Anyway, so later on when they at the trip, they're talking about the whole Elena and the marriage stuff. And Munera made the comment that she didn't necessarily want to be around that negativity and that dark energy. And Elena was like, what you say, bitch? I would have been the same way too. Like, hold on now, ho. Hold on, ho. I thought that was in poor taste. I think her wording was bad. When Munera tried to explain it and they had their little confrontation at the table, Munera did say that she lost several family members. So she was probably already in a dark place and trying to pull herself up out of that space. And I can see listening to Elena's problems all of the time, she might not have been in a space to handle it. She probably couldn't deal with it. You know how your one friend always got some drama, maybe with her man or her kids or some shit like that. If you already going through a lot, you might not have the energy to call her. Or she might call you, be like, girl, I'm going to have to call you back. I just don't even have the bandwidth to talk to her today. And it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you have to protect your own energy. You got to protect your own mental state. I'm sorry. I do firmly believe that. But then again, if y'all that close, we could cry together. I like Labrina's approach. Labrina poured her heart out about her man and the infidelities and the shit she went through with her marriage, which probably still hurts her. So Elena could open up and they was crying together. I'm that type of friend. Bitch, we can cry together. We gonna get a cocktail after it and snickle and giggle. But at that moment, if you need me, friend, we could go ahead and we could cry it out. That's what real friends do. I think Munera could have worded it better. I think that was the thing. I like the way Elena and Munera handled it though. They were able to go outside, talk it out. It wasn't no her pulling. Well, that's why your man cheated. It didn't get ignorant in ghetto and Huntsville. Like, that's why I appreciate it. You can tell we're dealing with a set of classy, intelligent ladies. I love the fact that Elena and Munera were able to kind of hash that out. I would side eye her though. Would y'all be mad at y'all friend for saying you had negative or dark energy? Like, bitch, I'm going through something. So I gotta act happy around you. I can't be my authentic self if I'm really going through something. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all, especially coming from a person. I'm the type of person every time, when I come around, I'm happy, I'm bubbly. The girlies know, like, this is we finna have a good time today. I'm gonna have good energy. I genuinely don't go places or visit people if my energy is not in the correct space, because I don't want to bring that negative energy to you. But if I do come one day and I'm sad, bitch, don't say I got negative dark energy. Damn, I can't be sad. I'm going through some shit. My man cheated on me, put a ring around my eye. Bitch, I can't be sad today. Girl, fuck you. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what y'all thought about the finale episode. Like I said, it was pretty good. I can't wait to see season 2. I really, really, really hope they get a reunion When I talked to the girlies, they told me that they weren't sure whether they're going to get a reunion or not. I might reach out to some people and see if somebody going to tell me. I think we would have got a trailer, though, like a reunion trailer. I don't know. Drop that. Make sure y'all go in the own comments and ask for a reunion or whatever. So maybe we can get a reunion. Not for nothing. I would like to see a reunion because I want to see these ladies slay down. I would love to see the fashions for a reunion with these girlies because I'm friends with most of them on Instagram, and the girlies can dress down. The girlies can dress it. I like Elena style, love Chloe style. Labrina, she gives very elegant, classy vibes. I like all of the girly styles. So I would just, baby, I'm here for a reunion just so y'all can dress up so we can see the fashions. Bring us the fashions, exactly. Anyway, so shout out to On. I thought Heart and Hustle was a breath of fresh air. We know we're not getting any more Love and Marriage Huntsville to November. Ready to Love is gone off. I don't know what we're gonna watch. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta got 3 more episodes. At least we got the Salt Lake City girlies. Potomac comes on next week. Do y'all? I ain't gonna ask y'all if y'all want me to review it. I'm gonna review Potomac, but I'm not into Potomac like that. I used to be into Potomac, but after Candace and all of the good girls left, it's just not as good. It's just, to me, Potomac just not as good. After the colorism stuff, I started getting turned off. After Mia big ass hit Wendy with that damn bag, and they didn't hold her to the same standards. Robin and her drama, it's just, I don't know. Unless Karen comes back and they try to dog her and she read these hoes for filth, then I'm not sure. I'm not excited about the new girls. Stacy, I could take her or leave her. I don't mind Stacy being on here if she's trying to talk to Monique's ex, Chris. If Monique go ahead and get Stacy together. And I want Vivian to come back on and read Stacy down. So, okay, so hold on. Now that I'm thinking, Potomac might be good. They might give us some shit because Stacy gonna be into it with Wendy because you lied about that cannabis weed business. Happy Eddie. So Stacy, Wendy gonna be on your case. Monique gonna be on your case if you trying to play with her ex-husband. Ashley already said you had doo-doo breath, allegedly. And if Vivian come on, Vivian can get on her case about lying about that dress. And we already know Giselle don't care for Stacy. But Stacy kind of funny and kooky. We'll see, girl. But we need more than just Stacy. Bring old Mia back. Mia, get your ass up out of Atlanta and take your ass back to Potomac. And you could bring Bobby Valentino with you if you want to. Just stuff him in your carry-on bag and then fly on up to Maryland. I guess, child. Anyway, what time I got? Okay, so it's almost 30 minutes. Last but not least, let's talk about this about Cardi. I know y'all tired of hearing about Cardi, but this was the last bit of tea, right? So it was buzz on the street because Friday Young Thug dropped his album. On the album, Cardi has a feature, and the song is called On the News. Cardi has a verse on there. Cardi slid on the verse. The verse is great. Cardi did her big one. I actually think she should have kept that verse for her album, but it is what it is. So On the News, the song, this is what Cardi's verse says. She was talking about how Offset had bitches laughing at her because she was getting cheated on and he was playing in her face. So she's talking about Offset playing in her face. And then she says, how the fuck you laughing when I heard you getting beat on? So she talking about the girls that was laughing at her. She said, how the fuck you laughing when I heard you getting beat on? Gotta pay your nigga away every trip you be on. So she said, bitch, why is you laughing when you over there getting your ass whooped? And she said, how you laughing when every time you go on a trip, you got to pay for your man because your man broke his hell? She said, I'm like, nah, that couldn't be I. That couldn't be C. No, that couldn't be me. Oh, so she slid on the verse. I love the verse. Exactly. She said, how the fuck you laughing when I heard you getting beat on? Gotta pay your nigga away every trip you be on. I'm like, nah, that couldn't be I. That couldn't be C. That couldn't be me. Out something like that. I'm a rapper. My mixtape dropping soon. It's gonna be called Jada Jewels on y'all ass. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm gonna drop a mixtape. Anyway, no. So that was the verse. So everybody assumed she was talking about Akbar because we know Akbar just came out a few weeks ago and said that her husband be puffing, be whooping her ass. And we seen the pictures of her face being all puffy and whatever. And she told us that her man be whooping her ass and she always got to pay for everything. So Akbar, she posted in her story, she was like, is this a diss to me? Do I need to get in the studio? I'm asking before, shit get crazy. So Akbar dropped down in the comments and commented under one of the posts talking about Cardi dissing the girlies. And Akbar said, no, Cardi is not talking about me. She added Cardi too. She said, no, I am Cardi B is not talking about me. I spoke to her on the phone and me and her are cool. This diss is not about me. So it's given before Akbar decided to pop off, she called Cardi and was like, bitch, is you talking about me? And Cardi told her, no, I'm not talking about you. Because Cardi ain't came out and said nothing. So apparently, I'm assuming Akbar did talk to her and she said it wasn't about her because she added Cardi. Anyway, so then the fans is like, so who was she talking about? We don't know of Bia getting beat on and having a broke man. JT, is Lil Uzi over there putting his hands on you? But it's giving JT be whooping his ass. He ain't whooping JT ass. Remember when she slapped that phone from him or some shit at them awards because he was sitting next to Ice Spice or something? I don't know. So I don't think it would be a JT. Some of the fans are speculating that she's talking about Nicki. We know Nicki husband broke. And for those of y'all who saying he not broke, where he get his money from? What he do for a living? Let me know. Anyway, but we don't know if Nicki Minaj allegedly going through any domestic situation with him. He does look like a scary man. He was standing on the corner getting ready to try to beat Offset up. Remember, he was standing on the corner in the cold with his friends, like, what a nigga at? And then got put on house arrest. And then fuck around and got put on house arrest on that bullshit. Exactly. So I don't know, child. They said, hey, it may be some behind the scenes stuff. And I was wondering, so is that why Nicki decided to put the date for her album? It's on her page now. Is that why she decided to come out and say something? Was that a subliminal for Nicki Minaj? I don't know. We don't know all the behind the scenes tea because we're not in the industry. But tell me what y'all think. So who the hell was Cardi talking about laughing when they over there getting beat on and got to pay her nigga way every trip she be on? Nicki, are you paying his way every trip y'all go on? And I hope Mr. Zoo, ain't that his name? Zoo. I hope Mr. Zoo ain't over there acting like he in the zoo putting his hands on that girl. Now, y'all know I'm not the biggest Nicki Minaj fan anymore, but I hope she take it to hell if that man over there putting his hands on her. I hope she take it to hell. I really do. I hope you unleash Roman, the police authorities, DEA, CIA, your shooters from the Bronx, Brooklyn, the Barbs, everybody. Release it on his ass. Exactly. I ain't never supporting an abuser in life. Exactly. I'll put you under the jail fucking with me. Anyway, friend, but that's all I had. That's all I wanted to talk about. Tell me what y'all think about Neyo snatching niggas up. Blueface looking like a jigsaw puzzle at this point. I don't know who would want him after this outside of Krishan. Exactly. What did y'all think about Heart and Hustle? What would y'all rate the whole season? And are y'all gonna watch season 2? So was it good enough for you to be addicted and want to watch season 2? And would you divorce Jason? Because I damn sure would. I would divorce Jason so quick. Would you divorce a man for losing some of the money, but he was faithful? So he was faithful, but he gambled away or invested away $100,000 of the money and didn't tell you. That's the thing. He didn't tell her. And is Munira a bad friend for that? I don't know, girl. Anyway, that's all I got, friend. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'm getting ready to go make me some cabbage. I'm gonna make this cabbage broil. Have y'all seen these cabbage broils? It's a viral recipe. Maybe I'll go live so y'all can see it. Hold on. It's like these little cabbage broils. So I think I'm gonna put sausage. I think I'm gonna put sausage, maybe shrimp in it. I don't know. The only thing with shrimp is you have to eat it tonight. Like I can't take it to work if I put shrimp in it. So I don't know. Anyway, I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, friend.